Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5, folks. A little change in our usual, how we ended it last time. Boys over at Wood Brothers Racing backed out of the hot seat deal, but Petty Racing stepped up and said, hey, we want you to race in the iconic number 43. And we're about it. So we're going to go ahead and jump in here at Michigan to do this hot seat race, 100 laps. Only going to be separated by pit stops and or cautions. So let's get out there, get a little bit of practice in. We'll see you. We'll qualify. So we'll see you at qualifying. Well, we came up short in practice, so we'll have to jump to qualifying, see how far up we can get, and use the draft to get us up into the position we need, which is a top 20. Here we go. Qualifying effort underway. Trying to hold as much speed as possible through the corner. Not running it quite down on the bottom, just didn't work out that way. I think we're doing pretty okay so far, though, so I'm not too concerned about it. Let's get it up here. There we go. And we'll come up just short.
All right, that's our run.
That's about what we were running during practice. So 27th, we got to get up 7 spots at least. Your top 5: Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Kurt Busch, Martin Truex Jr., and Eric Almirola. All right, we got 100 laps to figure it out. A little bit of pre-race information for you. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. had to replace his transmission before the race. He goes to the back. Matt Kenseth, unapproved body modification during qualifying. He goes to the back. And Chase Elliott failed technical inspection, to the back with him as well.
You're coming to the green.
Here we go.
Green flag, green flag. Got one peek.
Time to hang on tight. Kind of getting our bearings right now. We've got Ty Dillon on our inside. Hunter Nemechek in front of us.
Got one peeking inside.
Got a nice little run coming out of 2. Oh, I thought I'd pull up a little. I didn't. It didn't happen. Thought the car was going to fade up a little more. It didn't happen. We're fine. Everybody's okay. Ross Chastain.
Still there. You're all
There we
clear
go.
on top.
Yeah, we're already up into 22nd. Matty D. That's the car we were supposed to be driving in. So it'll be nice to pass him and say la vie. Bye.
You got room. You're clear there.
We're pretty fast when it comes to being in the draft, I'll say that, but if we're not in the draft, we're not real fast, so we'll have to use that. To our advantage is we've already hit our goal position. I'm taking it pretty seriously because that money is going to be huge towards our next whatever we do.
All right, you're clear there.
We're going to fade up in behind Christopher Bell. Daniel Suarez in front of him. The drive off for them is just pretty good. We start to gain because of the draft going into the turn, though. And we're able to hold on to it, actually, quite a bit more. I'm not forcing it right now, but I can. As we'll take another spot. And I would like to use Daniel Suarez to get up into Jimmy Johnson's draft. I just don't see it happening. Will Christopher Bell work with us? I'm not sure as he ducks down. Trying to find an opening on the low side of the track. It's not there as we're able to power through, holding a lot of speed through 3 and 4. Jimmy Johnson now less than a second in front of us as we breached into the teams just 3 laps into this race. We got to keep in mind we do have tires. And looks like we get 23, 24 laps in the tank. Tires look good, I guess, for 4 laps in. Multiply the wear by 5, and we should be in a really good position by the end of the stage. We'll have to take, not stage, but fuel run. We'll have to pay attention to that. We're not really gaining on Jimmy Johnson now. Just kind of dropped into this spot. Christopher Bell also not going away. If he can get around me, I'll jump into his draft, and maybe we can catch Johnson with that. See if I can do that. Nope. Got loose. Got loose coming off that time. And Ty Dillon out of nowhere. Chase Elliott kind of running in the lower areas. Bit surprising for me, but whatever. Just gonna hang on with Christopher Bell. Hopefully we'll start to reel in Jimmy Johnson again. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Holy crap, Chase Elliott out of nowhere. I guess that's the difference between a 5-star car and a 4-star car. He just flew up. Oh, and I'm going to be in the middle of 3, and I'm getting loose coming off, so we're going to just barely take Elliott. No big deal. He's fine. And we're back in 20th place, which is where we have to be, but I don't feel great about how that all just happened. Oh, we were able to catch up to and pass Christopher Bell. Chase Elliott flying up through the group.
Careful, still there.
Oh, pulled down in front of me. I couldn't do what I wanted to. See if we can get into Dylan's draft.
Stay low,
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for telling me as I was already sliding up. If I pulled hard on the steering wheel at that point, we were going to lose it.
Still there.
Nah, he's going to get the drive off. But I'll tell you what hasn't happened, and that's Jimmy Johnson really getting away from us. So that's good. And to be honest, I'm not too upset about having these cars here with me. I'm hoping that we'll be able to stick with them in their draft because that'll keep us away from getting run over by everybody else. If we don't have the draft, we don't have anything. So this is important.
Stay high.
As you can see, with the draft, we're able to pull on Mr. Christopher Bell. Without it, he's kind of flying past us with ease.
Still there.
Matt Kenseth makes an appearance. He's also in a hot seat race. Trying to make his way up from Xfinity with us in that number 17 DeWalt car. Trying to get himself up into the Cup Series. Because that's what's going on in my little fantasy universe of this game. It's going to be hard to actually keep 20th, I guess, because I don't know why these cars are all of a sudden just coming out of nowhere with so much more speed than we have. That makes no sense to me. We're fast, but then, like, I can't get around the 2 cars in front of me. They're faster than me. But the cars behind me that I had no problem flying past are now catching me and trying to pass me. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what's going on there. 14 left in the tank, 70% on the right rear. Keep an eye on my tires, of course, every time. Trying to hang on to things, trying to...
Careful, still there.
Oh, yeah, I'm not... Ricky! Not a chance. All right. We're doing about as well as we can. I think we're actually reeling somebody else in up there. Or is this going to be a lapper? I don't know. But these 2 cars behind us, they are just raring to put us below our 20th position goal.
Careful, still
That didn't go well. That didn't go well at all, actually. That's going to cost me at least 1, maybe both positions. No, just the 1. All right. Grab this draft and pull back up to him, please. Yeah, that's weird. I was hitting 190s when I was in the draft in practice, so I don't know what's going on here, but we're a couple miles an hour slower, and I don't know if it has to do with the front end damage we got, but I mean, it's mild, like 3% damage. How's the heat looking? It's all right. Let's see if I can start working my way back up to this group and catch some positions back. We've got plenty of time, 12 left in the fuel run.
Still there?
Caught back up to the draft. Is that Almirola right there? I think it is. And if that's the case, that should be for position.
Still there?
Lots of action going on now because we've kind of grouped up here. It's interesting. Whoa, that wasn't what I wanted. Had to tap the brakes real quick. See, now, come on. How are you able to do that? I can't. Like, I have no shot at doing that at all. If I'm not in the draft, 4-star car, but if I'm not in the draft, I have no shot of passing anyone or even sticking with them. I mean, not passing, but just sticking with them.
Stay low, stay low.
It's just ridiculous. That's all I'm trying to let you know.
Still there?
Tried to stay in Bell's draft until he gets up into that. Yeah, just like that.
Stay on the bottom.
This will be good.
You got room, you're clear there.
Maybe. Maybe not. Here comes Kenseth on my inside with a big run. And we just got loose again. Why?
Outside, outside.
It's not. I don't think this game has side drafting, so I don't know why we got so loose coming out of 2 there. Chris Buescher, out of nowhere, just decided to make himself part of this whole thing. He's going to go, hey, I'll drive right past me, no problem, like I'm freaking standing still in a 2-star car. No big deal. It's no big deal.
Car outside, hold your line. All right, you're clear there.
All right, we'll stick with him this time. Definitely make sure we let this car fade all the way up so we don't have any issues. I mean, 9 last laps, 52%. We're fine, I think. Got a nice run in the draft that time.
Clear high, bud.
And then just kind of lost some speed. We got around him. Enough to slow him up. We're going to be in a battle here just to keep our top 20, that's for sure.
Hold your line, got one inside.
I just noticed there's a car on pit road smoking, so... let's stick behind Buescher for now. Hopefully that'll get us back up to the group in front of us. Got loose again, hit the wall that time. That's going to definitely stunt our ability to stay up with that group. And we might fall back for now. We got to figure it out, but it's not going great. I'm going to stay in the middle this time. Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch Buescher and them. They're all in each other's draft. I've got Almirola behind me, but I don't know if he's going to stick with me or anything, or if he's all of a sudden going to get one of those super speed bursts and just drive right around me. Well, I thought he was about to do it. That's why I went, oh. We're going to let him go inside, and then I want to pull down into his draft to try to work it. I mean, at this point, we're not in 20th. We're losing, so we need to do whatever we can to try to get back up to that group. All right. Woo. Yeah, we slid up the track there, but, you know, we made it around. I don't think that we'll get lapped, so that's good. And actually, that changes things. So if, say, Kyle Busch, who is leading it, if he ends up lapping, you know, all the way up to, I don't know, 24 or something like that, then anytime a caution comes out and we're back here, unless we're sitting up in the high teens, top 10 or something, I'm going to pit and take the fresh tires and stuff because it's really slowing us down. Really slowing us down right now. And for some reason, they're not being really slowed down. So I don't like that at all. We're not even, our right rear isn't that hot. So it's not like we're burning them up or anything. It's really annoying. Trying everything I can to keep the speeds up, but they're driving away from us. Ryan Preece has gained about a second on us in the last couple laps. And we just have 4 left in the tank, so we'll pay attention. We're going to probably speed up the second fuel run, especially if this goes green, because we're not going to be really battling it out with anybody. I don't know how good this pit crew is. Hopefully we could come out the same place we went in. Keeping an eye on the estimated fuel. See if we're taking it off yet just before. Okay, so we probably got 2 left. At the line, 2 left. 3-stop race. 4-stop race? Maybe a 4-stop race. This is a slightest little how to do on the wall there for absolutely no reason. Oh, I really wish. Yeah, we'll probably be pitting this time around. No, we'll probably pit the next time around. We'll see when it changes to 1. If it changes to 1 before turn 4, we'll do it. But otherwise, we're going to keep it, stay out here as long as possible.
All right, we're in our fuel window. Let's pit for gas.
Or do we just pit right now?
Watch that car in front of you. He's slowing down. He's going to be pitting.
Nope. I'm bringing it around one more time.
Inside.
Bringing it around one more time. Ryan Preece just drove past us like we were standing still, though. So that's cool.
Getting low on gas. Getting low on gas.
Yeah, I know we're getting low on gas there, friend. We also getting super loose coming off. Everybody's on pit road for the most part.
That car ahead of you is pitting.
We're about to get on pit road.
Slow down.
There we go.
All right, now. Dig, dig, dig.
Oh, we lost the spot to Brian Preece right before the flag, or right before we pit. So we're going to see how this all goes. We just lost another spot here. We're about to get lapped.
Peeking outside.
All right. We are lapped. We need to... Oh, we need to catch up. And I think we can. Not to, obviously, the leader, but I think we can at least catch up and be maybe the first car a lap down. We have to do good work to get there. And this is the good work that we're trying to do.
Careful. Still there. Top 3. Use it if you need it.
Oh, we took one spot pretty quick as we start to chase down Cole Custer And noting that Ty Dillon is 6.7 seconds in front of us. So we're able to catch him past Cole Custer. We will be the first car a lap down if a caution does fly. We have got to catch Cole Custer. And yeah, we're gaining on a little bit. Car feels way better than it did, obviously, as the race continues. I'm going to go in the middle so that... Well, that's stupid. Never mind, I'm never doing that shit again. I tried to open the door so I'm not getting in lead lap car's way, and he stays in the middle and we run up into the wall, so that was dumb. And now I gotta push it. Is that Joey Logano now? Oh, good. Perfect. Perfect. Running in the middle of the track because got McDowell because I had to get back up to speed. There we go. I pushed it that time, but it worked. It works great until your tires are gone. I've got to get to Cole Custer before that happens. I'd love to be able to get up into Logano's draft real quick just to help, but just a little sip. Just give me a little sip. Yeah, it's working. 2/10 closer now. I mean, we're really close to getting into Cole Custer's draft at this point. Maybe. Maybe after 1 and 2 we'll get there. Should be now. Should be able to catch his draft coming out of 2. I mean, I'm 2/10 away from this guy. There we go. I'm like, come on. I get it that you get the draft easier when you have more cars in front, and it takes more to draft with a single car, but that was just annoying. I'm 2/10 off your bumper, and I'm not getting any draft effect at all. Now we got to figure out how to get around Custer. Once we do, we'll speed it up. But for now, we're to battle with Custer for being the first car a lap down. And that has huge implications to us getting where we need to go. Because if a caution comes out now, we would have to wait to get to being the first car a lap down. Again, we can't do that. Trying to hang on to as much speed as I can here. No, it's not going to work. He's going to get the run off. Can I clear him, though? Going through 1 and 2, I don't think so. He got a really big run. Holy crap. That's that other higher quality equipment. Hopefully we can grab the draft up and start over. Don't you worry, there will be speed ups, but not right now. We're trying to catch this position, and it matters way too much. Shoot. Oh, it didn't matter. They caught Priest, Dillon, and Almirola, whatever. Well, I'm not pitting. Or should I? Let's pit. Why not? Ryan Priest, I think, is the one who brought it out, considering he's now 4 laps down and out of the race. Yeah, we're going to push hard, but we have fresh stuff, so that might help. It also puts us off schedule a little bit. We'll see how that works out for us. I'm not sure yet.
Stay low. All clear.
Bobby Carter. That's what you get. Pick a lane. There, guy. Pick a lane. Big run as we should. We're a 4-star car. These are all 3-star cars we're doing this against, so it shouldn't really be too much of a competition to do what we're doing. fading up. Yep, okay.
Stay at the bottom here. Clear all around.
Ah. I'm obviously gonna shoot this gap because I'm still trying to get back up to being the first car a lap down, but having fresh tires makes us get there so much easier. I mean, we were in the high 80s, mid 80s for tire wear, but honestly, every little bit counts right now.
Hold that line, driver.
And I'll take it.
You got room.
I know we can catch McDowell. We were in front of him before. Is that Matty D up there? Yeah. D Benedetto.
Stay high, stay high.
Yeah, we'll squeeze that a little. Austin Dillon, nice enough to move down out of our way.
Clear high.
Just trying to get up. We got Cole Custer in front of us, and we got to catch Ty Dillon. He's already 1.1 seconds up.
Still there.
Got to get up to these guys, but I think we can still get in the top 20 regardless. Pretty sure they had everyone beyond the top 20 already lapped, but I'm not positive, so
Clear up top.
we just got to run as hard as possible. Cole Custer on fresh tires, it's an easy pass. We were battling it out with him, trying to get on the lead lap. Little did we know, they were already up there.
Still there.
I had already passed some of the other cars that were lapped down. Here we go. Ty Dillon's the last one, so we got to pick up 9/10. Caught up into the draft. Looking good, maybe. See, in the draft, 193. Before we were hitting like 186, and that was a huge problem. In the draft now, we're able to really get a huge run off.
Got it calling high now.
Got Christopher Bell next to us.
Still there.
Gotta push it as hard as possible, though, to get in front of Ty Dillon. Not to mention, though, we went a number of laps and pit. So we are off schedule from these cars, which could be a good thing. We'll find out what happens. Could be a terrible thing. What I do know is that I've got to get in front of Ty Dillon, because if I don't, we lose the opportunity to get top 20. Because he's 21st. That means 20th place is on the lead lap, and that's Eric Almirola.
Careful. Still there.
Here we go. First car, one lap down. That is super important for us.
Got one outside now.
Oh, you think because you're in my draft, I'm gonna open that door up, sir? I don't think so. There we go. Huge run through 1 and 2 because we're on fresh tires. Really let that bad boy fade up and just enjoy that. Wow, it looks like when Priest lost it, he spun up the track into the wall. I saw the tire marks there. That's the only crash there's been, so that must have been him. I don't know if he lost the tire or if he got spun up the wall or spun up into the wall, but try my best to keep the speeds up. Really wish I could catch the group in front of me. I don't think I can. Because if I could catch the group in front of me, I would be driving away from the people behind me. So I'm still pushing it as far as I can into the turn. Barely coming off the gas, getting right back on it and pushing hard. It's working out as far as driving away from Almirola. Not as well driving away from Ty Dillon, who is actually for position. I have no relative to tell me how far away they are in front of me if I'm getting closer or if I'm just got to keep running these laps. But we have not had a speed up in this race, and it's actually a pretty long race. So we're going to go ahead and speed things up for you right now until either a caution comes out or we decide to pit. Well. Car started to pit, and the caution came out. We had 11 laps left in the tank, so we could have gone for a while, and the goal was hopefully that a caution would come out. We're going back on the lead lap. Unfortunately, we'll be in the back with everyone with fresh stuff, but this is huge for us overall, especially if another caution comes out.
You're covered to the green. Be ready. Hammer down, green down. Hold your line, got one inside.
Just got to get up to speed.
Coming to the cross flag.
And we are halfway through this race. Gotta kind of time this right. There we go. Start to grab some of these spots
Still there?
because none of them are actually for position. Best case scenario, another caution comes out and then we're right up with the group. Best case scenario is we run about 15 laps, or no, not 15. We run about 10 laps and another caution comes out. That'd be cool. Because then we could pit again and everybody else might not pit. And we aren't going to lose any positioning because we're the first car. We're the first car, or the last car on the lead lap. But we're also 2 seconds behind 20th, and that's what we have to get to. So, gotta work it. Let's see if I can get around Timmy Hill. Timmy Hill? I'm not actually, which one? 66. Yeah, Timmy Hill. Just read what's on his roof. No big deal while I'm driving 185 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm driving it deeper in the turn. That's how I'm getting around these bad boys. Hey, look at that. Cole Custer again. He's not a nemesis or a rival in Xfinity, but he always seems to be around me when I need to get around another position. I wouldn't be mad if like 8 or 9 laps go by and then a caution came out. Nobody else would pit. We would. I don't think anyone else would pit. Maybe they would just because we still technically have 2 more pit stops. I don't know. 47 left in this one, though. We are gaining on Amarola. Here's Matt the Benedetto. Lap down. That was going to be our ride, so you know how we feel about that right now. I don't feel great about it. We've got a spinner. We're going to have a caution coming out. Huge wreck. Wow, Eric Almirola gives us our spot. He ran right up into Cole Custer. Maybe Ty Dillon, not sure which one it was. We'll pit. Not much of a benefit here, but it does get us right up behind. Well, we're in the spot we need, but it gets us right up there with Jimmy Johnson, Christopher Bell. Every position now is 4 position instead of us driving up through the back of the pack, so that's a big deal. And things, folks, just got exciting. Yes. Amarola right behind me. You know, spins it hard into the wall. He's still in the race. No problem. No big deal. Just going to go ahead and be on the inside, have a better inside spot than we had, and take the spot from us. Thankfully, we're going to be able to do what I just did there. Maybe not, you know, the best move, but I did it. Ooh, we got loose when I hit the brakes there. Because who wants to hit the brakes in the middle of a freaking set of turns? Not this guy. Back up into 19th place. Question is, can we hold him off? How far up can we get? Because eventually we're going to lose speed. And we need to, I feel like we need to get in front of as many cars as we can or stay in a draft as much as we possibly can. That would be helpful. Ooh, I like that Harvick paint scheme. Is that all black or is that with the silver flame? That might have the silver flame. I like the all black on it. Just simple. The silver flames are whatever, but I like the all black part of it.
All right, clear outside.
Doing the best I can just to put as much of a buffer between me and the other cars. Remember, we have a little bit better tires than some of these cars. That's probably why we've been able to drive up around them. Kenseth, though, I mean, he's been up. He drove around us earlier in the race, and he's not looked back. He's up there in 13th place. I don't know why I was going to say 15th since we're in 15th. Probably because I looked at my own position when I was talking. And that, folks, is how it goes sometimes. $40 to go, 60% of the way through the race. Easy math for me since it's a 100-lap race. And we're holding our own for now. We've got 5 spots as a buffer. That's good. Looks like Kyle Busch has reclaimed the lead. Martin Truex Jr. had it for a bit, and I believe William Byron had it for a little bit as well. So sticking with Reddick just because I've been able to stay in his draft. He is not as fast as Kenseth, though. Holy crap. But we're not as fast as Kenseth either. So the best thing I can do is stick with someone's draft that's going to put us where we need to be. Also, I'm not driving as hard on it now because of this. I'm just hanging out with Reddick. And whatever I can do, I'm doing. Hopefully we can... You know, it's funny. We actually could pass Kenseth just because of our drafting right here. But he's so dang fast on the straights that we can't get around him. But I'm just hoping that we can get around Ricky Stenhouse. Or stay around him, I mean, drive away from him. I mean, I'll take both drafts. It doesn't matter to me. All right, we're pushing it. Yep, pushing it worked really well for us, didn't it? How did... I'm in his draft the whole time. We never get near in front of Kenseth. He does it alone. I get up in Kenseth's draft, and he almost gets around Kenseth. That makes no sense at all.
Careful, still there.
Well, that's not great. Whoa. I'm good. We're good. I'm just going to pull right back up here. You know, just keep your foot in it, am I right? Yeah, car got a little squirrely, but here we are, you know, doing the good work. What do we got left in the tank? 16. All right. Now is a good time for a caution where people might not pit and we would come out with a big advantage on tires. For a while. I feel like I messed up enough that I'm just going to run a speed up the rest of this fuel run. We didn't get a full speed up on the last fuel run, so let's do it now. And we'll be back on the mic again when we're pitting or when a caution comes out. Well, I'm glad that that caution came out because that was about to be really... But what the crap? Okay. Well, that all just happened. We didn't bring out a car. We didn't ruin the car. I thought we were definitely going to ruin it. We dropped 4 spots. That's fine. Everyone's got full stuff again, so we're just going to push it hard. And we're going to go back to a speed up. Well, what the crap? This car just, it is not a long run car. I was losing it off of 2 and 4 for like the last 5 or 6 laps. That sucked. That sucked. Well, we don't have to pit anymore, but I don't like that. I don't like that I was the reason for that whole thing. Thankfully, we hit it on the side, so obviously we can fix everything with the car and have a brand new car coming out. It's whatever. It's a video game. Yeah, what the hell's going on, though? I'm still super slick. Okay. Let's pick the speed back up here, I guess. I don't know. That was weird. Not a big fan of how that all went, but we're okay. I didn't actually pay attention to how many laps were left, but we got to just move up 2 spots. $13. I mean, we can... I know we'll get up the 2 spots. We might get them right here.
Careful, still there. You're all clear up top.
Like I said. But... You know, can we I think we can hang on to it for 12 more laps at the line. I think so. It's just so weird to be in a game with Jimmy Johnson not being dominant. He was dominant for so long. I almost messed that up really bad. That's why I didn't get back on the gas. I drove her down on the apron, and I got really scared that if I got on the gas, I was going to lose it. get on it a little earlier and start to put some pressure on? Nope. All right. Good to know. Of course, everyone else is driving like the Dickens. Jump to Busher's inside. Turn in late. Get on the gas a little late, though. Again, I drove it down on the apron. I haven't done that all race, but I've done it twice in the last 2 laps. But now we're inside of Ty Dillon's draft, so that's a big deal. Busher's not just driving away from us on the outside. Had to get on the brakes there. That's going to completely stunt my momentum. But I'd rather not run into the back end of Dillon. Hopefully we'll just be able to take the draft and get back up to the group here. It's going to be a heater at the end. We've got our work cut out for us. Driving deep into the turn this time. Get the drive off. We're not going to hang on to it, but ooh. We'll get the drive through here, and then 3 and 4 we might be able to clear Harvick. I don't know. If he goes low, maybe not. Wow, he drove right there. Get right back up into Dillon's draft. Again, I'm worried more about the cars behind me than the cars in front of me, so I'm not terribly concerned. I mean, I'd love to pass Dillon, which we just cleared. I'd love to pass and get into Kenseth's draft, but mainly it's to get 20th place farther and farther back. Less stress for us to finish this race with that top 20 win and get that 6 figures. That's a big deal for me. Big deal for the team. Right up to Harvick. This is good. If we can just stay together, then I'd be happy. But I'm starting to get loose again. Holy crap. How many times can I save it? I mean, I only didn't save it 2 times. I swear I've saved it 20 times. I just got to drive my line and stop trying to stick with their line, because my line lets me fade up a little earlier and doesn't put as much on the steering, which is why we're having the problems we're having. Catch it back up to Harvick. Wow, yeah. We're not even exiting the turn yet, and I'm already starting to lose it. 75%. 6 to go at the line. Or 5 to go. I don't. 6 to go at the line. Can I hang on to that? That's the other thing. Can I hang on to the car? I mean, going through 3 and 4 isn't nearly as bad. 1 and 2, though. I think it's because the exit of 2 is going on to your back stretch. It's a sharper turn at the end on the exit, so all right, we made it through that time. There's a lot of fighting with the steering wheel that you wouldn't even see if I was in the cockpit view. I noticed the steering wheel it's pretty close, but it doesn't recognize finite movements that you're making on the wheel. You would see like I'm making very small adjustments to keep the car from wigging out on me. Just 5 laps left in this one. Hoping that we're able to stay up here with Mr. Harvick. And through this whole thing, we'll be able to walk away. I think I've actually... Nope, still the same. I was looking at the temp of the right rear because it felt really good coming out of 2 that time. Yeah, the drop-off on this track for these tires is pretty extensive. Like, it's not even just the percentage, but there's tracks that I can be running 50% tire and not have nearly the time and speed drop off that I'm having here. It's crazy. We're a handful of laps, 8 laps into this new run with fresh tires on us, and we're running through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 at about 7 miles an hour slower. And I know in real life the drop off is super in some tracks, I get that, but in the video game there are some tracks that I could be down at 20% and not really feel it. Not this track though. 75% and I'm feeling it. We got to make it through 1 and 2 just 3 more times without spinning it. And if we're able to do that, we'll be in a good spot. Woo! There it was. Almost lost it there. I don't have anything for Busher. I'm not going to try to cut off his nose. What I am going to try to do is grab his draft to help me with keeping Ty Dillon and Eric Almirola back there. Just 2 to go. Also, I think the reason why is we were trying to come out of turn 2 at like $170 with bad tires. That time we came out at about 167, 168, and it felt just fine. So, obviously carrying too much speed is part of the problem for me. Would love if I was up into Busher's draft on this last lap, make it kind of exciting if I can grab it and get around him. But the most important thing is we get through 1 and 2 without incident. That's the biggest thing for me right now, is that we get through here. Oh, felt good, felt good. Now do I push it and try to get around Busher for 17th and potentially ruin my whole race? Lose over $100,000? You're damn right I do. Nope, we had nothing. I was gonna dip down and then it got squirrely and nope. We'll take the 18th place finish. We got it inside the top 20. That was a good race. As you're aware, we're in hard difficulty on this one. So that'd have been a 105 if we were on Legend, but not driving the top-notch cars right now, so I'm not doing that. Top 5 in the race, William Byron wins it, Kyle Busch 2nd, Martin Truex Jr. 3rd, Chase Elliott 4th, Joey Logano comes in 5th place. Nice job on that top 20 finish today. We'll keep you in mind for a ride next season. And here we are for our next race, which will be 125 laps at Iowa Short Track in the next episode. Currently sit 19th in the point standings, about where I expect us to be sitting in our first season with this car. Still not a super car at all. It's barely a 3-star car, if that, but we're doing good work with some strategy and just trying to keep it clean out there, and it's been working out fairly well for us. But folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I would like to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.